What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Alcoholics Unanimous. I am Josh, your favorite alcoholic, back with another installment here called the Lightbulb, which is something we use every day. And it's going to go into a little metaphor here of what I'm going to talk about later. But first, I would like to remind you to please like, subscribe, comment, follow, do all of that. Turn the notifications on just so you don't miss anything, any uploads, anything like that. And I appreciate all of you that have. It's been a fun couple of episodes that we've done. I love the response from everybody. Thank you so much. Keeps me going. Lets me know somebody's listening, you know? So anyways, like I said, today is called The Lightbulb. And I came up with this title from the song I was listening to today, actually, a song I've heard many, many, many times. And in the song, he has this one little half of a bar that he says, burn out like a light bulb, or they treat me like a light bulb. That's what it was. Just such a little line to me. It's not really anything that is over the top crazy, but I started thinking about it. Treat me like a light bulb. What does that mean? And what it means to me is that this person feels like they're giving off a lot of light, enhancing other people's lives, bringing light to them so that they can see, they can live, they can do their thing. But that same person who is dishing out that light is also gonna burn out eventually. And I think what he says and what he means by treat me like a light bulb is, what do we do when our light bulbs burn out in our house? You just throw it away. Just throw it away, you get another one, you replace it. And I think that's what he's kind of going for, is that like visual right there. Just tossed away. Sorry about it. You're not going to have any other use for me. So in the trash you go, even though that thing has given you so much light, so that you can live your life. I feel very connected to that, especially at certain times of my life where I felt like I was giving a lot. That was kind of my MO for a while, was that like, give. And eventually it's going to come back around to you. And I was expecting that. That was my expectation, which is probably not good. And has actually led into more of my depressive times of my life. Just kind of expecting something that was never going to come, never going to show up. And unfortunately, I put a lot of stock into that. But that's just not how things go. Nor should you expect them to go that way. I think a lot of what my issues was with that expectation. The metaphor of the light bulb to me is something I think we can all relate to. Getting just kind of used and tossed aside and replaced with a new thing, the new you, basically, and not feeling like you are of use anymore to those people. But to me, that's like a very codependent view, lifestyle, way of life. You're relying on other people to determine your happiness, to kind of, how you feel about yourself is determined by other people and their reactions to you and how much they need you and how much they appreciate you. But with that, you don't really appreciate yourself or give yourself kind of that time that you need and energy that you need for yourself. For one, you don't even think about it. You kind of are just, this is the way things go. This is the way it is. This is how I feel happy, is by giving to others, which is great. But there's a certain way to go about it, I think. And I can learn from this myself too. As I'm talking through it, I just kind of, it reiterates and echoes thoughts and stuff I've had before and how I've treated, myself and others. But I think the main thing from that is like, just remember to consider yourself. I think the world is very much like me right now. And I think it's, too much of that. It's not good. We're forgetting our neighbors. We're forgetting the community. We don't really have something like that anymore, so to speak, especially with everything online and everybody sharing information about themselves, of videos, what they're doing. Very few of it happens in reality, and I think we just miss a lot if it's not. Part of that, you got to look out for yourself in this world, but there's a certain way to go about it, of course, in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, so don't take it for factual or anything like that. But, you deserve to feel contentment, to feel loved, cherished, just happy in general. What is the point of life if it's not to be happy, to enjoy what you're doing? If you're not enjoying it, like what really is the point? I guess if you're making yourself a kind of martyr, then sure, like that could be your MO, but you're never going to feel happy that way. So be selfish in a healthy way. Do what makes you happy, so long as it's not hurting others or, causing other people grief or pain. But, do what makes you happy. And hopefully that thing that makes you happy is helping others and teaching, coaching, helping others make breakthroughs, excelling and lifting up the ones around you. I think for one, that makes you a better person in general, makes you better. By you passing on information that you've received that has helped you. For one, you're helping somebody else make their own progress. And for two, it's going to help you reiterate and re-understand all those things that you learned along the way. I think what goes into that for me is just the biggest thing that I take away from that is the re-understanding piece. And I do love seeing people make breakthroughs. I think it's one of the best things for me that makes me happy is that kind of aspect of a friendship, a mentorship, whatever it is. Seeing somebody make a breakthrough has always given me excitement, made me happy. But hopefully that is something that makes you happy. But if the thing that makes you happy is drawing, then draw. Just draw. Share it with others. Don't keep it to yourself. That's unfair for you and for the others who could get enjoyment and get something out of what you're doing, your hobby. So I think that's, I don't know. You guys tell me. I guess what I feel from that is just my opinion, but you guys tell me, let me know if that's something that resonates with you, if that's something that you think is true to your own life. I feel sometimes if I don't talk about this stuff with other people or just put this information or thoughts out there to the world, get a little trapped in my own thoughts and just sort of don't know where I'm heading or if I'm heading in the right direction. So what exactly does it mean to take care of yourself, to look out for yourself and put yourself first? What does that truly mean? To me, is a whole plethora of ideas and things that you could do to help yourself and make yourself feel better. There's the more obvious things, like obviously getting a good night's sleep is going to put you in a better mood. It's going to make sure that you are kind of regulating your body in the right way. You're just going to be happier throughout the day. Another obviously, our obvious one is exercise. It is 100,000% proven. Even my psychiatrist is like, hey, we can get you on the right medications. We can get you to do all of these meditations and psychology work, but nothing, she says, nothing works better than exercise. and so like, that's my psychiatrist. She's the one dishing out the pills and is like, it's not going to fix it. You need to exercise plus this, then you can fix it. Or help yourself along the way. I don't know if fix it is the right term there. And so those kind of obvious things, everyone says, but I think it's also undervalued at the same time. Even though everybody knows that would enhance your life, I feel like a lot of people just don't do it. You don't push yourself to the brink with exercise. You're not forcing yourself to overcome those obstacles of tiredness, exhaustion, feeling weak, but pushing past it. Like those things release certain hormones in you that when you're struggling, and it's very good for your body, for your inflammation. Oh my God, your inflammation. It's going to set out a lot of dopamine responses to what you're doing. And then you're going to get kind of addicted to it. It just happens. I see it with everybody. If you make it through that first 2 weeks of exercise, I mean, you're golden. You're going to feel what you want to feel very soon. Like, don't worry so much about the results that you're getting. Think about how you feel. Like, do you actually feel healthier? Are you in a better mood? Do you have more energy levels? Like, all of these things are something that you're going to benefit from with, especially exercise and those sleep patterns. Another thing, clearly, meditation. And again, this is something that a lot of people talk about, and a lot of people, they know the idea, they know the theory that, hey, meditation is good. Like, this is something you need to do. But what does that even mean? People talk about a lot of the time, like an empty mind. I don't even know if that's possible, to be honest with you. I think what that is like, it's kind of like a super monk that hasn't spoken in 5 years and sits on a hill and just meditates. Like, maybe they can reach to complete emptiness, but how, I don't know. To me, it's not possible. And the one thing that they say is go back to focusing on your breathing, which that is the right thing to do in a lot of cases, but also like you're focusing on your breathing, so your mind's not empty. It's there. I think there's some instances where people can get into kind of like a hallucinogenic state almost, maybe then, but your mind is still working. How else would you have hallucinations if your mind is not working? One thing that I like to do besides like the focus on the breathing, like it helps to be in a damn near silent environment, but that's obviously not possible for everybody. Or if you got loved ones or little ones running around the house, they're making noise, they're stomping around. If you live in the city, you most likely got street noise and people yelling outside and that homeless person talking about what happened in 9/11 and all this stuff and stimulation around you. But if you can get to a quiet place and do that, it's going to help you. But focusing on your breathing is one thing. But what I like to do, I think that helps me the most. I live in my head a lot, and I'm kind of, like we talked about before, future tripping on a lot of things, and that future tripping means I'm not living in front of my eyes. It's behind my eyes. I'm not living in the moment. That's what I mean by in front of my eyes. I'm not living in that moment. I'm not enjoying what's going on. I'm thinking about what's next, what happened, but not what's going on. And so to kind of realign myself, this one technique I learned that really helps me, So just lay in my bed, on my back, face towards the ceiling. I close my eyes, and then what I do is mentally feel my body. So I go from my toes upward. I've heard some people talk about going from the head downward, but I think this way helps me the best, of going from starting at my toes, like literally just closing my eyes and feeling my toes. Okay, I feel them. I recognize all 10 of them. They're there. Okay, cool. Then I start moving up into the feet. Okay, I feel the feet. I feel the arch of my foot. I feel the top of my foot. I feel the heel. The little bones in there. The different ones shooting off, making your way up to the ankle. Okay, I feel my ankles, like so on and so forth, until you get up to your head, and that, like, literally physically feeling my chin, feeling where my lips are, my mouth, my tongue, my cheeks, my nose, everything up here, my eyes, my ears, all the way to the top of your head. And that really, really helps set me into my body again. It takes kind of the headiness away, which is a big deal for me, because I can get lost up there, and it's not good for me or anyone around me. So that's just a big thing for me, is that kind of meditation. Obviously, spending time with those who enhance your mood and who make your life a better life, day in and day out, moment to moment, even. Spending time with those people it's just gonna be good for you, right? Like, people that you feel make you better. Even just by being around them, you feel better. They offer things to you to help progress yourself, and maybe you can offer to them some things that help them progress themselves. And hopefully you have a happy match that way. So I think those are like the obvious ones to me, but the ones that get kind of passed over the most at the same time. So, obviously, talking things out, especially with those loved ones, are gonna bring you some good feelings and release some good hormones. Again, with the dopamine. Spending time with animals. I got 2 dogs at home, and they're the best. They're dorky, they're goofy, they're silly. They like to play. They also like to snuggle. They like to love. Like, they're just happy to be around you. It's like that Rick and Morty meme where he's like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." As soon as you get up, you go somewhere, they're like, "Oh, you're going over there? Cool. Yeah, I'm down. I'm super down. Let's go over there." And then they walk with you over there and then lay down again. They just want to be with you, and it feels nice. And, they love you. And it's scientifically proven. It's kind of weird that this thing especially with dogs. I don't know that much about cats, really. But especially with dogs, there's this evolutionary thing that has happened over these thousands of years that we've domesticated dogs, where they're in tune with us and we're in tune with them. You can know how a dog, you don't have to be trained in this, but you can know if a dog is happy, sad, concerned, confused, even upset. Like, you get these feelings from the dog just by looking at their face. And on the flip side of that, they do the same thing with us. They're looking at our face. I forget what side of the face it is, but they focus in on one side of the face because that side shows more emotion. So if you look at your dog's always looking in a particular eye. It doesn't really like go back and forth. It's just kind of looking at you, your eye, that side of your face. It's very interesting. But spending time with those animals, it just helps. There's no way that it's not going to help you. I think general hygiene as well is something to look out for and kind of gets underrated. Getting your hair cut, shaving, making sure that you brush your teeth as much as you're supposed to be, which is once a week. Just kidding. twice a day, flossing. I don't know if mouthwash is good or bad or not, but I use it, so I don't even care. Say what you want to say to me. I don't even care, but I use mouthwash. And then like the kind of more overall hygiene is like we talked about before as well. Is your room clean? Is your bed made? Do you feel safe in your safe space? Like, is it clean? Are you good to go? Organizing your life basically that's where I think you're gonna just feel better. Is your room decorated the way you like? Does it feel like a home? All of these things kind of go into just the subconscious of how you feel about things. Like, I got a little bit of a mess right back here, but mostly my room is put together. This little studio / living quarters that I have. It's put together. I got decorations on the wall. It's a vibe. I got this light that I use for my podcast. It also turns colors, and I will change that around. For the last couple of weeks, it's been just this kind of deeper blue. Feels like kind of like I'm under the ocean. It's nice. It's a vibe, and I love spending time in it. So like little things like that make a huge difference to your own life. So that hygiene inside and out is going to be good for you. Are you eating well? Are you with the exercise too? That's part of the hygiene. But like, what are you ingesting? Are you taking vitamins? Are you taking supplements too? Because no one eats as much as we're supposed to of the good things. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you're not getting enough. Let's just be real. So take your supplements, take your vitamins, make sure you're getting everything that you need. And then another thing too is like creative endeavors. I think everyone has a little bit of creativity, at least inside of them. I've never met anybody that has zero creativity. And it could be something as simple as like, as just a way of talking. Maybe metaphors, little jokes here and there. Like these are kind of creative endeavors here, but on the more deeper side, like actually, like I said earlier, like drawing. That's something that I've been messing around with the last year, and it's been really fun. I've never really drawn before super seriously. I have drawn, don't get me wrong, but I've never like really seriously just sat down and really tried to draw, which I have in the last year, and it's been amazing. For me too, I like to write. I like to either just kind of do like some free writing, which helps my brain just kind of let loose and be in the zone, be outside of myself. And then there's, like stories and stuff that I write. And, my goal is to write either, a book or a screenplay or both. And I'm chipping away at both of those. So those little things are fun for me, and I love doing them. This podcast is a creative endeavor for me. It's very, very therapeutic. I come here and I talk about these things, and it's almost like I'm teaching myself again, like, hey, you need to do this stuff, which is why I think I'm able to speak so well to it, is because I'm excited about it, right? And it's a reminder for myself of like what I need to be doing. Just doing little crafts and stuff too, like hell, if you were a kid and you like building Legos, like build some damn Legos. They make adult Legos now. You don't have to get like some crazy, silly thing. Like you don't have to. I have a little. I don't know if you can see them. No, you can't. Little baby Grogu, right here, and this was super fun to build. But they have like bonsai trees that you can do. They have things that are so fun to put together. I mean, Legos are awesome, but something like that, just having those little hobbies and those little crafts, the brain enrichment, reading, doing puzzles. I have a Rubik's Cube. I love that. I love putting that together and trying to figure out faster ways, just on my own. And every once in a while I'll come across something like, oh, I could do that. And it shaves off, a second off my time or whatever. But and then I play chess now. I suck ass, but I play chess, and it's fun because there's strategy behind it. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of people out there that are really, really good that I can learn from. And again, those little victories of like, oh, okay, I can do that in my next game. Or if I set up this piece here and, they're going this way with their attack, I can kind of defend this way while also setting up my attack in this fashion. And that's fun. That's fun for me. So that brain enrichment is a huge piece. And also, just like smiling. Like, how much do you smile throughout your day? I smile a lot. I feel like why not? It's inviting when someone's talking to you. Just kind of like, yeah. It doesn't have to be some creepy big old smile like that all the time. But it's just got to be, I think, like a smile. Like it's that fake it till you make it thing that we talked about too, where the more you smile, the more you actually feel happy. If you're not happy already, I say smile a lot, like make jokes, make people laugh. Like that's in my, I forget where I have this bio at, but it might be a dating app or something, but I wrote, if there's not a mission to accomplish, I'm usually trying to make people laugh. And that's pretty true. If we're doing something, like, let's get it done. But once that's done, or if I have time during that event where I'm not slowing us down, I am going to try to make you laugh. That's just how it goes. So yeah, I mean, things like that, getting sunshine, fresh air, looking at a nice view, enjoying a sunset, sitting down with someone and sharing that experience can be really, really beneficial. And then again, like what we kind of said earlier with the exercise, like overcoming obstacles is one way to really enhance your mood, enhance how you feel about yourself and your contentment. They help you not only handle those tricky times, but also allows you and lets you know that you can handle those tricky times, that you can do those things. And the times, where things don't go as planned, which there's gonna be, you'll be more equipped to kind of improvise and go this way or that way or whatever you need to do to get around that obstacle and still accomplish your mission. Sometimes the mission changes along the way. It's not bad. It's not bad. But these things, if you have like these other hobbies or something that you do routinely, they will help bring you back to a baseline and center you. And I think the goal is just to kind of enjoy and handle as much as you can. For me, life is about balance. There's good and there's bad. How you deal with the bad is going to help you on the good side of enjoyment. So life is about balance. Don't go out of your way to put yourself in harmful situations. Don't do that. It's not good. Don't pretend like you're happier than you are. Like, I know I just said fake it till you make it, so it's a little bit of an oxymoron or hypocrisy that I'm kind of spewing here, but just be real with yourself. I think that's the main thing. Life is about balance. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out, man or woman. You only have the time you're allotted, and that's it. So enjoy what you can, handle what you can, help others. Just do what you can. That's what I'm coming at. Don't be a light bulb. All right. Anyways, y'all, that's it for this one. That's all I got. This one felt good. Felt like I'm getting back into the swing of things for real. But again, I appreciate y'all listening. If you made it this far, Like, follow, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Turn on your notifications, please. Thank you for joining another episode of Alcoholics Unanimous. Peace.